Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here is good. And as promised on yesterday's video, thank you for watching the weird little thing. I want to get back to some question and answers. So I'm going to start off with Jonathan asked a couple of questions, and I think I'm just going to hit both of them. Or he asked more than two, but there's two in here that I want to hit. One is, has your job changed much since completing the PMP, or whatever the exam was called? It was called the PMP. It stands for Project Management Professional. If you don't know, last month I sat for the Project Management Professional exam, and it's a big deal, and I passed with well above target on all my things, and that's a big thing. Has my job changed? No. I kind of have to be wary of what I say here, but when I took the job, my job prior to last July was software developer. That's what my job title said, and that's what I did. Web development, software development, front end. I now know some details about why I was presented with this opportunity to learn project management is because we are kind of phasing out the software development part of what we do. And so it was more management looking out for me than anything. So on a day-to-day basis, my job is still pretty much software development. I basically just work on the apps that I work on. I have done some project management since then, and I have projects that I'm currently managing, and I have a small team of people helping me finish some, small projects, but it's not, I'm not, it wasn't like I passed the test and immediately I'm just full-time project management. I'm still basically a software developer that happens to do some project management. And that's going to be the way it is for quite a while now. The main project that I work on is our enterprise software that's ginormous, and it's going to take a lot of my time for probably the next few years at least. Jonathan also asked if there's any progress on the adjoining room and getting those patched up. Yes and no. Again, if you don't know, on the other side of this wall is the other half of my basement, and it's split in half this way. That half we are wanting to finish, and last year I spent a lot of time insulating it, putting in can lights, building a bulkhead, wiring it for electricity, getting it ready for drywall. But the biggest issue is there is a piece of flexible gas line. My gas inlet is on that far corner of my house, and it runs clear over to just behind this wall is my furnace, and it comes through that room, and it makes a 90-degree turn, which means it dips down into the room, and there's really no way to get rid of that 90-degree turn there. So that gas line needs dealt with. What I have learned is, since it's a flexible line, it could be cut and spliced. I have thought about cutting out a small section and replacing it with 3/4 inch pipe, so I could make a clean 90 there. The problem that it has is that flexible line doesn't really make a 90-degree turn very well, so it's kind of like a big sweeping thing, and it sticks down into the room. I could replace that section, but it's actually illegal. Like, you have to be DOT certified to work on flexible line. Didn't know that. So then my other thought was, I'll just completely replace that whole thing with 3/4 inch. But I've been trying to find a plumber to do that for me because I don't know, I'm not in the city limits, so I'm not really subjected to building code that's not true. I'm not subjected to inspection. But if I try to sell the house and something is amiss, there's a problem. So I would like to have a plumber come and look and go, this is what needs done. And then I would basically just say, do the work. Like, please just do it. I've called every plumber in town. For the last 6 months, I've called literally every plumber and begged them to come. Nobody has ever shown up. I found guys on Facebook saying they do it in the evenings. None of them have ever shown up. I've never found anybody to show up to take care of this stupid line. Last week, I found a new plumber out of the nearby town that also services the area. They are like a chain company, and I was able to call them, and they said, listen, we're going on vacation for 2 weeks, but as soon as we get back, we'll give you a call. We would be happy to take care of that for you. So hopefully in 2 weeks' time, I'll get a call from this company, and we'll have this done. And as soon as that's done, I'm ready to drywall the room, flooring, all that sort of stuff. So it'll be, probably a month after that's done. I can get drywall up, I can mud it, I can sand it, paint it, put the flooring down, put the trim up, trim the doorway, hang a door, and it's done. Well, the steps are a big problem. They're like construction grade steps right now. And I want to do something with them. I just haven't figured out how to do that yet. So he also asked if there's any upcoming home or shop projects. Well, yeah, that is upcoming. Otherwise, I have 2 gifts that I've made recently. I think I'm going to build the drawers for this thing. I'm also going to be building 2 end tables very soon. I'm going to build prototype end tables, and then I'm going to buy, if we like them, we're going to try them in the space, and if we like them, then I will build. I'll build them out of cherry to match the rest of the stuff in my living room. Yeah. Actually, we'll just stay with Jonathan and see if there's anything going on. Are the girls doing any sports during the summer? Yeah, soccer starts tonight, actually. There's her soccer team does like a 2 or 3 week summer program, so they're going to be doing that. My oldest just had knee surgery, so no sports for her. She's going to be in PT for the next year, trying to recover from her knee surgery. But they both have camp coming up not next week, 3 weeks, I think, 2 weeks from now. They both have, one's going to 4-H camp, one's going to scout camp. So they've got plenty of activities this summer. Plus my oldest can drive now. So she's planning on doing a whole bunch of things this summer. We'll see how much of that comes to fruition. But there you go. Thank you for the questions, Jonathan. As always, I really appreciate the interaction. A lot of you interact with me on a daily basis, and that I would love to be able to describe how much that helps me, but it's hard for me to put it into words without crying. So thank you for always checking in on me. I really appreciate that. And for everybody, thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is meritorious. It's an adjective meaning worthy of praise or reward. Arrogance on the part of the meritorious is even more offensive to us than the arrogance of those without merit, for merit itself is offensive. Friedrich Nietzsche, 19th century German philosopher. Meritorious, M-E-R-I-T-O-R-I-O-U-S. That's an interesting concept, that merit itself is offensive. I know that Ignacy has told me in Poland, like, it's basically rude to, like, talk about your successes. I wonder if that's just like that area of the world kind of thing.